talking about how wonderful diversity is and how wonderful the immigrants that come here and how it's been that way for since the beginning of America. And it's our greatest strength. You hear all that nonsense, and then you look and go, all right, can we get some examples? Boy, those Somali people up in Minnesota, they love talking about how they are the backbone of the state of Minnesota. I actually heard someone say the country, the backbone of the country. And they've contributed so much, and they honestly believe that if something ever happened where Somalis disappeared from the state of Minnesota and the city of Minneapolis, that the city would crumble. Minneapolis would cease to be. It would just look like Chernobyl, I guess, or Gaza. It would just be gone because they contribute so much. But I've never heard or seen what they're actually contributing. What is it? Is it like, a lot of small businesses? Yeah, right. How important? Let's be real. How important are these Somali small businesses? The real paradox there is Somali small businesses are only needed by the Somali people. So if they all disappeared, the businesses wouldn't be needed because there's no more Somalis. Regular white American, they don't fucking care about Somali food or Somali clothes. What are you going to fucking, my wife for Christmas, she'd love this burqa. Or my uncle would love to walk around in a dress, in pajamas, in those long pajamas that the old guy in the Little Rascals would wear. Yeah, those small businesses that are just so important. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. They're dressed like half a fag. So what are they getting at? That they're so important. No, they're important to the Somalis that are there. They're not the backbone of anything. They're the bone through the nose. They're not the backbone of anything. And if they were gone tomorrow, Minneapolis would function just fine. Even better, they'd find a lot of surplus money in their coffers because they wouldn't be doling out the welfare and there wouldn't be all this corruption. And the ones that have made it, not just your Somali garbage, as Trump called them.
We're going to go the wrong way if we keep taking in garbage into our country.
Settling down there. But the ones that made it, the power brokers, the politicians, the people appointed to be police chiefs and the like, they're just like their counterparts in Somalia, corrupt to the core, just trying to hold on to power, get a lot of money, and then dole out the power and money to their relatives, a lot of nepotism and cronyism. And, what do these people, the Somali people that are there get? Not that I give a shit, or not that they even give a shit. They're happy with a rug on the floor to do their savage praying on. So, what Trump said about them being garbage and he doesn't want them here.
I don't want them in our country. Their country is no good for a reason.
I agree with it. I think a lot of Americans agree with it. And the people that don't agree with it, you want a Somali fucking nest in your neighborhood? Is that what you want? I Me and Gavin were talking about yesterday, taxes, taxes. You pay your taxes, and what you're paying, what you're buying with your tax money is the opportunity to live around people that you want to live around and not live around people you don't want to live around. It's a black tax, really. When people talk about good schools, well, the taxes, most of your property tax money goes to the schools. You want good schools, don't you? Yeah, what is a good school? What does that mean? What do people mean when they say a good school? Do they mean that the teachers are competent? Yeah, sure. The curriculum is a good curriculum for the type of child you want to raise. And it will be advantageous for that child as they move on to higher education. Sure, that's it. That's good. Does it mean black kids in your school? Well, hold on now. Hold on a second. Because that's really, when they say good schools, that's what they mean. If your school is predominantly white because your community is predominantly white, because you live in a neighborhood with high taxes, it means that your schools are going to be better. They will have better teachers. It will have a better curriculum and better materials for the kids because it's a white community that has paid its taxes to keep the riffraff out. So the bottom line really to a good school or even good neighborhood, I want to move into a good neighborhood. Is that a good neighborhood? Are there blacks there or aren't there? That's really what people are saying. That's what your realtor is saying when they go, great school district. This is a great neighborhood. They mean not many blacks, if any. So the liberals, any liberal that lives in a white community that pays high property taxes for good schools and good neighborhoods, that's what they're saying. Yeah, I moved into a predominantly white neighborhood and we pay a lot of money to keep the blacks out. So, they're hypocritical to the core, these liberals. And the same thing is to be said for the Somali situation, Oh, yeah, we want them brought in. We want as many Somalis. They're just like us. They're wonderful people, just looking to get away from war or oppression. They want what's best for their children, just like we do. And we'll put them all in one area here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Not many liberals, I wouldn't think. Not many liberal people were up there many years ago. And because they don't want them living near them. Yeah, bring them in. Oh, well, not here, though. I have good schools and good neighborhood, and I pay a lot of taxes. I don't want them here. So when Trump says what he said, they get all upset. Racism, oh, it's terrible. And he's just saying what you're saying with your tax dollars. What you're saying when you talk to a realtor about moving into a neighborhood. You're saying the exact same thing. I don't want to live near garbage people from garbage countries. You said it. You said it with writing your tax check. So knock it off. Knock it off with the holier than thou fucking hypocrisy bullshit. We all see it.